Hi, my name is Tiffany Lachnidt with RE/MAX Properties in Colorado Springs. Thank you for stopping by my video blog today. The purpose of this video is to talk about how to win in a multiple offer situation. With our market as tight as it is right now, many of our buyers are finding themselves in a multiple offer situation, and sometimes they win and sometimes they lose, but there are things you can do to improve your odds of winning that multiple offer scenario. A couple notes real quick on this page. If you are a seller and you're interested in finding out how much your home is worth, there's a link to find out your home's value. And if you're looking for a home to buy, there's also a link to see all homes available for sale in the multiple listing service. Please feel free to use either one of those links. You can also email me directly at my email address on the screen or call me anytime. Would love to talk to you. Multiple offers are becoming sort of a thing of everyday real estate these days, but there are some things you can do as a buyer to improve your odds of winning that bid. The first one is going to be your financing, is making sure you're working with a good, reputable local lender. Provide the strongest pre-qualification or pre-approval letter you can with the offer so the seller and the seller's agent can review it and talk to the lender and find out how strong you are. The other thing is concessions, or they're also known as closing costs, is that there are closing costs associated with both sides of a real estate transaction. There's the seller side who takes care of the commissions and title insurance, payoff fees, things like that. And the buyer also has closing costs to include any origination fees, appraisal fees, application fees, all the things associated with that loan. And that amount is going to vary depending on your lender and depending on the loan product that you're using. By decreasing the concessions you're asking a seller to pay on your behalf, because it does decrease that seller's bottom line by the amount they have to pay, your offer becomes stronger for a couple reasons. Number one, the money that the seller is going to walk away with is going to be greater. The actual amount that you're paying for the home isn't necessarily a direct reflection on how much that seller is going to make when they do go to sell, or when they do go to the closing table. The other thing is appraisals are becoming challenging because we're seeing home values grow, especially on government-funded loans. There's some limitations on how much they can increase value based on the other homes that have sold in the past few months around that home. So if your closing costs are higher, it's going to be artificially increasing the actual purchase price on the home. So the odds of getting a higher appraisal go down. So by paying for your own concessions whenever it's possible, and it's not always a possibility for every buyer, but if you have the ability to cover your own closing costs, I would recommend that, because that is going to be the strongest way to improve your offer and increase your chances of getting that house. And I'll tell you, the seller with the highest offer, or the buyer with the highest offer, isn't always the one that wins. It's usually the one that the seller feels is going to have the greatest chance of getting to the closing table. And financing, a lot of times, is the big reason why it doesn't get there. So showing your financial worth in your offer is a great way to get your offer accepted over the competing ones. And don't be afraid to compete. Sometimes we'll hear buyers say they're not going to write an offer because another offer is coming in. Not every offer is full price. Not every offer is over the value of the house. And the only way to get it is to actually jump in the game and write an offer. And we'll help you get through that process as much as we possibly can. Thanks, and enjoy your spring.